Alright, so we're officially back with more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, maybe a long second video. So here's what happened. The first video went live, I hadn't recorded anymore, and I was just blown away by the support. So the likes, the views, and everything, if you want more of this game, just keep it up. But this will be my first time seeing the open world aspect of this game, so I cannot wait to see what it has to offer. But anyways, love you all, best audience ever. Let's go ahead and get this.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find Mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Alright, finally in control, open world is upon us.
Well, come on. I don't bite.
We can talk.
Are you going to...
What do you want of me? What's your story?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
Don't even remind me you're welcome.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
I suppose you're right, barely.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
Wonder where you headed. Why are you helping me? That's a good question.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why?
Because you look like you need it.
I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
Which city are you going to?
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
I'm gonna ask everything, by the way, just because I want to, like, you know, first time in the open world area. I figured why not, right?
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
You're something like a wanderer?
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Alright, tell me more about Tomcat. Help me. What does help me? I'm gonna do this one last. Oh, wow. You can get everything here? Alright, so the next actual quest says to get to the wedding, so let me actually ask that first.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semin. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
how much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in. I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although, that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
Rather not stand out too much, yeah.
I'd like to look distinguished. Like the proper right hand of a highborn lord.
After what you did here, I'd say your days as a right hand are over.
Still, I don't want to look like some yokel.
Without money, you can't deck yourself out in much finery. You'd certainly find something fancy in Bartoszek's workshop. And if anybody asks, you didn't hear it from me.
I won't still. Thanks, that'll come in handy.
Thanks. These'll come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
I'm gonna do all these. Feel like need a horse, place to sleep, money, something to wear, yeah, all that.
I really need something to wear.
I can see that. Save up for something or use those lockpicks. Either way, I can't help you anymore.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semien on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it'll be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semien, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semien?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though, I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semien.
So maybe I can distill a horse.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
Alright, that's all that. Sorry for like the beginning of the video being like a lot of dialogue. I wasn't anticipating that, but that's kind of like where it ended in the prologue, so here we are.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Alright, combat training 1. Where can I find him, yeah?
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Alright, I think we're good.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Alright, game has been saved. You learned beggars. Alright. So it's like our first look at the actual open world. It's kind of crazy they kind of kept us there till the actual morning, which, I mean, is insane to think about that long. Alright. Man, the map and everything, the artwork. Okay, look at where we're actually going. The actual journal says Wedding Crashers, like the name of that. We got 2 optional objectives. Find a way to get to the wedding party. That's like the main thing. Combat training 1, I want to go do that for sure. I was actually told by, like, the creators actually told a lot of people, like, definitely do, like, the combat training first. Finding Mutt If that's possible, I will definitely do it. All right, inventory. Put some clothes on. We got a pouch. I saw you like healing, I guess, combat. Game is a lot going on. Like, I'm still trying to, like, keep up with everything, but I feel like I'm kind of getting the hang of it for the most part. If I put that on, it's got blood on it, which is probably not a good thing. I'll actually put this on, which does it really matter? I guess there. I think we're probably good. Put the boots on. We got that as well. A lot of apples, carrots, drinking water, onions. The recipe for basically saving the game, which you could actually save and quit anyways. All right, I want to go find our dog, if he is still there. First things first, on this map, let's see, we got an icon right here. Point of interest tipper. What is this? That's supposed to be like the thing she was talking about. Like the opening of the game was so good. What is this? All right, it's our trader. Well, I'm broke, so I can't really do anything. I have 5. She gave me a little bit. Can I talk?
Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
Have anything of value in there? Where did your wagon tip? Yeah.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak pond, beyond Jellyov. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off, but what can I do?
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Semin ordered all sorts of delicacies and precious spices from me for the wedding feast. And for Taylor Bartishak, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too, but what can I do? So, what will it be?
All right, what's over that hill? Might as well ask that, right?
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you are not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Where's the church? Yeah.
Where can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have a small chapel in the village.
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aulitz and to St. Katherine. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village, and weddings usually take place without a local priest. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
All right, so it seems like these... Let's go to this one.
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around Trusky. Oh, natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are hand in glove, or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated men. Along with the scribe Geibel, they are always studying some Latin tracts. But of the 3, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh ja. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. Opposite the Rathaus is the carpenter. The rest of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
Anything I should avoid, yeah.
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others. They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
I've heard that, like, you want to exhaust all the dialogue. Just because sometimes you'll get, like, a quest or whatever. So this is, like, the last one here.
Where do you go for wares? What's the closest town?
The closest is Sobotka. The biggest Gichin. What you call Gichin. And farther north there is Turnov. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Bergo.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot. Wenn du was brauchst, the goods I have here will have to do you. I do not think you will get to the town anytime soon.
All right, in dialogue.
Bald, mein Freund.
So here's the thing. We're broke. We got no job. What do they say in Dumb and Dumber? We got no job. Our pets' heads are falling off. All right, so first order of events. As far as the quest goes, we can actually fast travel now. So let's actually see what this says. We got Mutt. I want to go get that done first. Combat training next. Then some of the optional B and C, maybe. What is this? Okay, another point of interest. What is the exclamation point here? Okay, tipster. I don't want to do like too much dialogue, but a dice game looks kind of intriguing. Could win some money by doing that, maybe. If I guess, feel confident in my skills. All right, map. Let's see. Let me zoom out a little bit. How far away is this? Okay, wow. So B is all the way up here. And this must be where the Mutt thing is. What is this other one? That's the combat training, I'm assuming. Yep, Tomcat. And then C is all the way down here. All right. Well, we got our work cut out for us. Hang on, is it? Now, there's a horse, like, right here. But I don't, like, want to get crime started already. But I kind of feel like I need a horse. So I think the direction we're going is where this green A is. I could go on foot and be chill about it, but... maybe she's not paying attention. Can I just take these? Or take one? Let's see. Inspect horse. Other horse, my horse. The only issue with stealing is I've heard the way the game is kind of working. Like, this is a very technical game. So, I've heard if you, like, steal somebody's clothes and then you're wearing them around them, they'll know it's you. If you go into somebody's house, they'll run and check, like, for their valuables and stuff. So, I'm worried about crime in this game. I've heard you can get a game over by... doing that. So, all right, I'm just gonna go for it. I don't see anybody around. You know what? Here we go. I feel like everybody does this in the beginning, right? They have to. Riding a horse. We even get a tutorial from it, which I feel like that makes it more, you know, just better. Dismount, slow down, speed up to call your horse. The problem is it's not my horse. So how does that actually work? Horse has inventory as well, which is a nice saddlebag. All right. Don't mind me. I'll be right back. This game is nice. So the opening was very, like, linear. Now we're actually in a direct path. So I just feel like, yeah, the opening of the game was very linear. Now it's more open world. So I wish I'd played the first game more. And what is over here? Which direction is this? Let's see. Like, it clears out everything when you actually look at the map when you, like, get into an area.
Oh, God. Wonder what their names were.
So, to get to... man, we gotta go all the way down. Let's just keep following this path, maybe. It's one of the few games where I'm kind of, like, intimidated because there's so much you can do that I don't want to, like, get too sidetracked. But I know, like, with the way my mind works, I'm going to have a tough time just staying on track. I'm going to see, like, something to go explore it, probably. See if I just cut through here. We got a random person. Can I go to the actual, like... Oh, I just realized I probably should have went back the other way because this is all going up to B, which I feel like B is optional. We could just... let's just go up to B really quick. We're already next to it. Get back on track really quick. feel like this game would actually work pretty good in third person as well, which, you know, to each their own. I feel like first person's fine. I wish I'd played the first game a lot more, though. I played the beginning, and that was like... I think I played it a little bit in my spare time. What is going on here? Are they chill or what? All right, B is this way. Okay, they're not talking. We're good. I don't want to fight anybody. I don't want to steal. Well, besides this horse, I guess. We've already kind of committed a crime. All right. What we got back here? Yeah, the way this game is structured, I would love to go all the way. I'm going to kind of see how these videos do, but this may be a long part, too, no matter what. But I'm enjoying it a lot. Here's the thing. This isn't my horse.
Got it.
All right, no trouble. Don't worry. We got quest tipper. So if I just hop off the horse, I wonder if will the horse actually be here when I come back. That's my biggest worry right now. Fast travel. Oh, we can... Oh, okay, nice. Does it cost anything? Thought there's water in there to like rinse off. Sometimes they have it. Here it is. I heard a dog. Hold on. There was one thing I wanted to check really quick. I just want to try it. Here's how technical the game is, right? This has blood on it, which I didn't want to put on back there. And I'm wondering, I think this symbol right here means it's like dirty. Which, that definitely looks bloody. I'm going to put this on and see if it will clean it. Does the icon change? It did! Interesting. That's actually cool. Alright. Hey, the more you know, right? Learning as we go. So, I don't want to trespass, but the quest is actually back here, which... Can I pick some stuff? Hold on. Gather some poppy. Says fresh herbs, or herbs in this game. We gotta dry them off, essentially. I like how this game is just like... You gotta do everything yourself. I'm not gonna collect them all. It's fine. Just taking a few here and there. There's a little doggy. Hey, buddy. I can't pet you. Okay. Alright, we got a blacksmith, it looks like. And this is the actual quest for this other one. Okay. Chat. So you got chat, which you can just, like, repair, trade. Okay, I see that. Now just talk. What? I thought it was like a quest.
What do you want, you yokel? Speak up or get lost.
Oh, I must have teleported him by, like, doing the other thing first. Okay, got you. Hear about the job.
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
I'm actually worried about this, but here we go.
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.
Alright, got fastening materials, scrap metal, and steel. Alright, we got it all. Start forging.
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try.
This is really
Some
cool.
things like swords are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Try poking it around for a bit.
Move the blade around in the furnace. Got you. You can only go like up and down though. You can't go like left and right.
Nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows.
It says fire up. Let's see what it says. Hold on. Holding R2 pumps the air up. Okay, got you. First time crafting a weapon. Here we go.
You can tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out.
It says inspect.
That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing.
All right, it says move the piece. Okay, all the way. Oh yeah, it's getting better. I see it all now. Yeah, this game is so sick.
The whole thing is heated up now.
All right, to the anvil. Here we go.
Anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it.
It says move piece. Okay, I got you. So it says you can move the piece back and forth with the anvil using...
For fuck's sake, Henry. What are you waiting? Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times.
All right. This is so sick.
See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are.
All right, fully charged. Here we go. The longer you hold it down.
Nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other.
Entire piece should be hammered evenly. So basically, like, do this and then move up. Do the other one. I've already done the middle, so let's just... This game is so sick.
Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side.
All right, it says rotate. All right, same as before. Here we go. We'll do two. Actually, missed it that time. It's kind of weird. This is such a cool concept.
Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway.
All right, the closer to completion, the closer the shape of the piece resembles what you are forging. All right. Let me just keep going. That's crazy. Gonna be like exactly on point. Keep forging until it cools off, essentially, which it looks like it's already getting there. Rotate. Top again. Yeah, this is something that I was looking forward to.
Cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again. Like before.
Just like the alchemy. Very mechanical. Get it heated up nicely. Gotta get it nice and hot. It's weird you can't rotate it in here, though. You know?
The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil.
All right, now we know what to do.
Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes.
Flip it over. Charge attack.
Sparks are flying nicely.
Hopefully we can actually keep this weapon. That would be sick, right? Our very first one.
Sparks are flying nicely.
All right, rotate again. Nothing there. Hey, that's a good one.
Sparks. That's the stuff.
I think we're probably back to the forge, right? This is pretty much cooling off. That was a good one. Kind of just going with his guidance, essentially. All right, back over here again. Let's keep it moving. I'm assuming we just keep going until he tells us to stop, right? All right, back to the anvil again. I think he heated up pretty quick. Nothing. That was a good one.
See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. That's some nice whistling. It's easier to forge to a rhythm, isn't it? Well struck.
Just put on some copyrighted music, get my videos taken down.
Make sure you keep up. There you go. You've got
Nice.
it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
All right, temper the blade. There it is. All right, smithing successful, quality, stab damage slash blunt, defense, and price.
Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
Yeah, the wedding, right? What's the whistling for? Let's see. Why forge evenly? I mean, all those kind of seem redundant.
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
I'm just going to ask all these.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
You know what I kind of compare that to? Probably a bad, I guess, comparison, but I used to play baseball when I was younger, before I had surgery, and I remember, I just remember when you hit a ball sometimes, when it sounds a certain way, you know you hit it right.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere, if your forging's going to be even. The main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. but don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
All right, why forge evenly? I'm just going to ask all these.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials? I'm going to ask all these.
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. And they can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them. Though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed. And you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody'll steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right, here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
All right, so first things first. Hey, doggy. Dog's just chilling. Let's go find our bed. He says, like, over here somewhere. Which, I don't want to, like, trespass by accident, so... I'm not going in there. Wait, is it? Here it is. Nice. All right, our first spot to actually sleep. I'm actually going to put some stuff away as well. So we can always come back here. Fast travel. We got some gloves right there, which I can't actually touch them. All right, so as far as this goes... Showing all the stuff we got. I don't really need to actually store anything right now. I wonder if it actually makes sense to actually sleep. Leather. I'll also put this. We got a armorer's kit. Okay. That all? Let's see. Sleep and save. I want to do that for sure. I don't want to sleep for too long though, because the hunger thing may catch up. Let's just sleep like 3 hours. I know it's not much. Just kind of saving progress. All right, game saved. So we got to keep doing odd jobs with him to be able to, like, get everything for this quest and everything done. Okay, first thing I want to do right quick is... Let's see. Let me try talking to him one more time. One thing I'll say before I keep going. The game feels alive. You get the person over there like the well... People sitting around like her. You walk past his house. She's doing something. Cooking, I guess. He's over here doing his thing. It just feels alive. Like some games, it doesn't feel like that.
What are you here for, friend?
More interesting job about smithing. Need more practice.
It's about those 2 idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semin. And... they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up. And especially the cargo. Go to Semin and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Truskowitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Samin.
Those two hands of yours, Venser and Franzi, what can you tell me about them?
Can't tell you much. They're wandering laborers. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long, but these days I can use all the help I can get.
Were they suspicious in any way?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
What's cool about this quest we're getting from him? That's what the person back in the other area was mentioning about the cart tipping over, I guess. So, all right, here we go.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Samin wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Samin's crossbow. And some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
All right. I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly. I'll kick some sobriety into them.
All right, we're good to go. Missing carts and dialogue. So how far away is this area? Keeps updating. Let me zoom out. Let me go find Mutt really quick, if he's even still around. It's along the way, so let's just start heading down. I could fast travel, but, you know, beginning of the game, I want to just check it out. This is such a good game. Like, I would not be surprised if this thing wins some awards, Game of the Year type stuff, because you just, like, you play so many games over the years, you just know you got something special when... Yeah, okay, well, the horse is gone, so... I guess we're going to be going on foot, unless I can find another horse around the area. This is weird. Alright, we're going on foot, I guess. I guess just how it's supposed to be. Well, that's kind of rough. I could also go steal the other one, but I got to get back over there first. I didn't think about this. I could fast travel back over there, steal the other horse if it's still there, then go the other routes. Because I'm like on their good graces right now. I don't want to steal from over like this side of the area. I'll look around really quick. Let's check up this hill. I'm just curious if it's even like around the area. We got some, man, the fact that you can like see all the way up there. Hold on, what does that actually go to? Just a random place. Looks really cool.
That's a fine maypole.
Interesting. Yeah, one of the few games where it's almost like overwhelming and intimidating when you first get into like the open world. Wait a minute. Now well, hold on. What's it say? Mountain still? I don't know, man. I don't want to risk it. If there was one like outside the area, maybe. All right, let's just see how far we can actually go. I may just still anyways. I kind of want to fast travel. I want to see if it costs anything first. Okay. Is it as simple as just going back there? I feel like that's too good to be true. What is this right here? Old idols. Okay. We also got combat training, which I want to go do that next. How far away is this one? Because it's like along the way over there. Yeah, so we're looking at like... Oh, that's all the way down there. Here's what I'm thinking, right? I want to steal the horse, but I don't want to steal this one. If I could just buy one, that'd be nice. But I know that I don't have enough gold right now. Whatever it's... I guess the currency in this game is technically called. We'll look around first, see if we can find some way to steal without getting caught. Or are they sparring or are they actually fighting? Oh, I'm, I guess, trespassing right here. I learned camping. Oh, man, by the way, check this out. I know I showed it off like in the first video a little bit, but I like that... I don't like the illustrations are just so nice. Like, unnecessary, but you can tell they love this game and wanted to put a lot of effort into it, so it's just really cool to kind of see all this stuff. The fact that it's got very detailed breakdown, you know, just everything about it, the pictures, illustrations, everything. All right, you know what? I'm going to go on foot for a little bit. Worst case, I may just fast travel. But I'm going to try going on foot a little bit first. I don't want to take this horse so bad, but I don't want to get caught. Because I don't know what happens if I... Here's what I'll do. I'll try stealing. This person right there. Innkeeper. Oh, man. They're all, like, around the area. Oh, let me just go back over here. Once I have my own horse, it'll be a little bit better. Let me actually whistle and see. Like, maybe the other horse became mine. Imagine. Nah. Had a thought there, like, maybe that would work. I'm going to check back here really quick, because that could be the same horse. I don't remember what it actually looked like. I'm kind of like just hoping that the other one's around here, but that may be the one back there. But the problem is, I would have to steal it again. I'm going to go for it and just see what happens. This is so risky. It really is. I think the best course of action, honestly, I don't want to overdo it. I'm going to fast travel back and then take one of the other horses so I can, like, be... Because we got tipster right there. Yeah, let's just head back. Oh, that actually shows it on the map. That's really cool. All right. We're back over here now. Now I'm going to go see if the horse is still there. Now, if they're both back, that's actually perfect. I just keep doing that. But I gotta not get caught. Okay, I don't see either horse now. So that's not good. Maybe they're just there like in the opening. Alright, worst case, we can always buy a horse. We still have enough money, I'm pretty sure. What was that? I got, like, stuck on something there. That was kind of weird. Let's just go on foot. Maybe I can actually find a horse, like, out in the wild. I really don't know.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
I'm keeping the peace. Don't even worry about it. They have horses in front of us, but I just have to go on foot, I guess. The one person did say to go down this hill and try to find one. Wait. It's just cows and stuff. I'm going to keep going down the hill. Because this looks like kind of like a ranch type area down here. Yeah, I'll just kind of go on foot for a bit. That's fine. The cool thing is you get fast travel points whenever you enter certain areas, which is cool. I guess the game just wants you to go on foot for a little bit. Discovered shrine, carts, and wagons. Okay. One day we'll have one of those. Stamina's going out. You know, had I known if the horse is going to, like, be there or not, I really didn't know. If I had known better, I would have just, like, done the side stuff first because... Well, I don't know. That actually maybe would have been the exact same turnout, really. Can't buy the road. Okay. Nobody's even here. I don't want to trespass or anything. All right, so I guess we're going on foot. That's the alchemy bench we actually went to earlier on in the prologue. Got you. Yeah, this game is, like, super massive. Like, good gracious. All right, going on foot. Let me check back here really quick because there could be a horse nearby that you can get. I don't know. Herdsboy Sleepy. Well, I don't want to go in there. I don't see any around the area, so I'm assuming this is not the right person for that. Let me see what it actually says. Let me just talk to him really quick. You never know, right? I saw the icon to pop up, like... Oh, it says rob, that's it. All right. Well, I don't want to rob him. It's, like, ridiculous. All right, going on foot. It's crazy. Wasn't anticipating on doing this. But I guess the game is designed like that for a reason. Should probably eat soon as well. Yeah, look how massive this game is. Like, this is just one section. Apparently, it's like another area kind of like this. I wonder, like... Hold on. gotta be like something I'm missing, because I feel like there's gotta be a way to get... Because it was like an area back in there too. Which I'm wondering... Yeah, because she said I wouldn't actually be able to afford a horse anyways, even if I went there, which I don't know. Kind of just want to go on foot anyways. It is what it is. Having the horse in the beginning, though, was very clutch, because I was able to get to, like, the blacksmith, get the quest started. Now I'm kind of stuck doing this on foot for a bit. It's one of those things, it's like, I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but this is kind of how the game is presented, so I'm just following the path. Okay, this is where the next... Yeah, that's the area.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
This is actually... Okay, he's actually hungry now. Hold on. So now we got some apples and stuff on us. Eat. Had a couple of bites. We're all good. Hey, the place that I'm actually supposed to go is up here, but she also said the horses thing was over here as well, so this is actually perfect. We're going on foot for a little bit, but it's all good. If I can buy a horse, I will do that. If I can't, I'm just going to take one. Trying to do it legit, you know? Alright, the cart should be over here somewhere. I feel like I'm playing like a modern-day masterpiece of a game. It really has that vibe to it. Because it's literally part one, just with a whole other story. Everything's better. We had a guard. Hold on.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Looking for a cart.
I'm looking for the Takeoff blacksmith's cart. Have you seen it?
Loads of carts come past here. There's going to be a wedding and they need supplies. Try asking Captain Gnarly. He keeps an eye on supplies. He'll probably be in the courtyard.
Thanks.
And watch yourself when you go into the courtyard.
Why?
We've got some wedding guests from Moravia. They're in pretty high spirits. It's still a while to the wedding, but them gents is already getting into the swing of things.
Wedding guests are over here too. Interesting. It's gonna keep progressing.
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as late as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Serene is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you pray. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yarko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that. I'll kill you.
All right, buddy. What you want? How about some parry action? Come on.
Stop beating
Wanker!
I'm getting maxed out. Hold on. Thing is, you have to do this, which is kind of cool.
Fucking bastard.
I prefer, like, parry and then, like, the instant. Like, right here.
Why is he doing it?
Come on. Oh, you wee
What in the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the foot.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takeoff Blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, Blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, Gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yurko is shit-faced, and your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir. So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Sounds dangerous. I'll be glad to join you. What I like about this game is, like, we stumbled upon this area. It happened to be the exact same spot I needed to go. I don't have a horse yet. Then I get into a bar fight. Not really a bar fight, but they were drinking, so I'll call it a bar fight. Then it leads to this event, and now we're, like, just trying to find a way to get into the wedding, essentially, which is really cool how this whole thing played out.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No. That's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above. And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya? And I'm a bit too old.
So the game is aware that I got here on foot. I don't know if it's, like, supposed to be like that or what. Could I borrow a horse? Ooh, that might be, you know. Problem is, if I do that, will they actually, like, have some kind of tax on it, like, bring it back tomorrow type thing?
You got a stud farm here, don't you? Couldn't I borrow one of your horses?
Aye. And then we'd never see hide nor hair of you, nor the animal again. We don't lend horses. But you're in luck. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well, that should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
This entire game already feels like it's my favorite game I've played in a while. And I just think that, like, everything's playing out exactly like I was hoping.
Actually, there is something I'd like to ask about.
All right, so what I'm going to do here is just go down the list really quick. Like to go to the wedding. This is actually getting us to, like, where we need to go.
I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all, lad? And what would you do there?
Flirt with the girls. Actually, I couldn't say that one because that gives it kind of away, I feel like.
I'd eat and drink my fill and check out the local maidens.
I hope Lord Sameen didn't hear you. He'd be none too pleased to hear you want to take part in such a grand affair, just to stuff your face and roll an A with some drunken wench.
I beg your pardon, Captain, but that's what most fellas go to weddings for.
That's an unspoken truth, son. Unspoken, mind. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't ya? He'll be coming to the wedding. He's making a wedding gift for the groom. Stick with him, and maybe he'll take you with him.
All right, so that's actually good. I have to go to the wedding. So what's weird is I've already done this one, but it's not grayed out.
I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Let's see what happens.
Wouldn't we all, lad? And what would you do there?
I'd eat and drink my fill and check...
Okay, same. Let me go ahead and skip back.
Anyways, stick with...
This Yurko and his mates, who are they?
They're Lord Sameen's kin. They're fine as long as they don't get too much booze inside them.
Only they're from Moravia, so they're never far from the booze.
But what can I tell you, lad? Each to himself. Besides, they stick with the family when push comes to shove. And you can't say that about everyone.
So I wanted to go, like, down the list. I wonder why I wasn't grayed out the first time. It was the exact same dialogue, so I skipped it, which is kind of cool. You can skip everything if you want to, which, for the game, you know, the series, I'm going to keep showing everything I possibly can.
And you, sir? What is it you do?
Well, son, I wonder if I haven't made a mistake about you. If you haven't figured me out by now, you can't be very bright.
No, I just meant, what exactly is it you do for Lord Seming? And your name isn't exactly very common.
I'm the captain here, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you what a captain does. As for my name, it's a nickname Lord Sameen's grandpa gave me. May he rest in peace. When I joined his service as a young fella, I took my Gnarly club with me. Wouldn't use anything else. I was used to it. And more than once helped me to, well, win an argument. I broke many a hard skull with it. And it's still in one piece. We've been together so long, we even share the same name.
You're lucky you didn't turn out to be Captain Knob.
Or Captain Headcracker. You're right.
We should probably get going.
That we should. But it's getting pretty late. We need daylight for a search like that. Come back in the morning and we'll set out. If you want, stay here. You'll get a bit of grub in the kitchen and you can sleep in the barn.
All right, seemed like a nice guy. Lockpick hard. I'm not going to rob anybody. I'm not going to steal anything. If I got to steal, I'm going to steal a horse, but I'm going to go try and see if I can find the horse trader. All right. Get on out.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
You got it, buddy. What's up here? I don't want to trespass by accident. It could happen that way, though. Am I trespassing? Doesn't have a bed icon. I'm assuming don't go in there. Got you. All right, same for this. I'm just gonna close every door. I don't want to like leave any traces I was around certain things because the game is very advanced with like the AI and everything. Lockpick hard. Okay. Yeah, let's just go back down. I want to see what was actually up here. The fact that there's even like things you could interact with is kind of cool. Like somebody worked like really night and day on these types of buildings, I'm sure. All right, outside we go. He said to wait till morning, and I'm like, it looks fine. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. What does it say? What time is it? Wait, so it's not even... Okay, 16 is 4 o'clock. That's... I feel like we could have done it now, but I guess it makes sense to wait if you wanted to.
Don't cause any trouble, got it?
You got it, buddy. Don't mind me. Just chilling. There's some horses here. I'm assuming... Here's the thing. I only have like 5 gold. Inspect the horse. Value 1,100? Yeah. We're going to have to wait on that. What's this one's value? 1440. Oh, the capacity is a lot higher. I feel like capacity is like better than anything else. What's the horse icon? Maybe I can talk to this person? Wait, hold on. Pebbles?
Wait, that's my Pebbles. My girl. I thought they killed you down by that pond.
Mountain still inspect. So this is the horse he had by like that camp and everything, like the beginning of the game. So how do I get the horse back? Who are you?
Greetings to you.
Talk?
What can I do for you?
Pebbles. Yeah.
That grey horse you have grazing here is mine.
What do you mean, yours? I bought it fair and square. I admit, it was only for a few groschen from some suspicious lad who found it down by the Rock Tower Pond, but that horse is not branded, so it belongs to me now.
Wait, what? So I gotta actually... Alright. I'll buy her then.
Who sold her to you?
I told you already. Some young lad. He wasn't from here.
What did he look like? Where'd he go?
You're a bit hasty, eh? He had black hair and a big beard. And he looked like he'd been sleeping in the woods. And his breath smelled like hell. But I couldn't tell you where he was headed.
She's my horse. I rode in on her from Ratai, in the retinue that was attacked down by the pond.
Right. You happen to need a new horse, and this one just happens to be the one you already own. Does it have your brand? It does not. So you are out of luck.
That ain't good. Be reasonable. Take a good look at me. Well, that's not going to work either. Because... I don't know. How much is the price? I'm just curious. So if I say be reasonable, it's a higher number, but... I don't know. Take a good look at me. I just feel like it's a bad one to go with. I feel like both of these are bad. Let me try be reasonable really quick.
Look, it's just one horse. It's not that important, is it?
What do you mean not important? I sell horses. It's how I make a living.
Ah, well, a horse here or there. What difference does it really make, eh?
It makes a difference to me, and to Lord Sameen as well.
Ah, well. Never mind then.
Alright, I failed that. That's all good. So what happens if I use the other one? Let's just try everything.
Look at me.
I am looking.
Take a good look.
I am.
And what you see?
A simpleton?
Fine. I'll buy her from you then.
That's more like it.
So no matter what you choose, you actually fail. I have 5, and it's... Okay, the offer is 150, which is... I don't know, it's worth, like... Maybe selling some stuff? But I have, like, nothing to actually sell. Haggle.
I'm sure you can take good care of Pebbles. But I just can't accept that price.
I can't offer 5. He's gonna be like, what? I'll try it, but there's no way it works, right?
It seemed to me like you might have some history with Pebbles, but I suppose I was wrong. At least it certainly doesn't look that way. What with the pittance you're offering me?
Alright, so... Oh, these are the other ones. 1060, 1150, 880. If I'm gonna get one, I want it to be Pebbles. I can't afford right now. Alright, we'll come back. Alright, so now we know how to, like, get a horse, I guess. So, we got that on the map, at least. I failed both things, but either one I chose was going to be a failure. Alright, where to sleep. And also eat. What is this? Smokehouse. Smoke the food? Interesting. Hold on, what is this area? Oh, it's just to the pond or whatever. Can I clean off in here? I'm curious.
Oh, I can't go any further. It's too deep.
Here's the crazy thing about this game. I've enjoyed every moment so far, and it feels like a natural progression with the stories kind of unfolding, getting us to the wedding and everything. Just so well done. Really should eat, but... Alright, we're as clean as we can get. What's this dog doing? Lockpick. I don't want to go in there. We got apples. I just don't want to steal anything right now. I want to, like, chill out. All right, we're not trespassing. Drying rack. Wait a minute. Dry food item. Oh, this is where we drive, like, the alchemy stuff. Okay, let me go ahead and do this really quick. I mean, I think that's it, right? Confirm? So what if we gotta, like, come back and get it? I'm sure we do, right? So now what? Oh, we received everything. Okay, we actually get them all back. Makes them last longer, too. Nice. It's automatic as well. It's almost instant. I gotta admit, this game has impressed me. Like, part 1, I was, like, just exploring the prologue, pretty much. This entire video has just been the open world, getting to kind of see, like, what the game's capable of, and I really like it so far. I feel like I could kind of get lost in this game. All right, there's a... Hold on. There's food right here. Can I eat this? I see a bed. I don't see the icon, though. I feel like I'm not supposed to be here. Sit or sleep. Lockpicks. That's definitely not the right place. Still or poor portion. Okay, we don't want to steal anything either.
Greetings.
So you can actually talk to him.
Don't get ideas. I wasn't at my best. But I'm not gonna scrap with you again.
Strange accent. Where are you from?
You're related to the Semines, if I understood right.
Aye. I wouldn't dare be here otherwise. My great-grandmother married young Lord Semine's great-uncle. It's not every day that your... first cousin, once removed, gets married.
Stay silent.
You've got quite an unusual accent. Where are you from?
Can't you tell? From Znojmo in Moravia. Lovely country. All vineyards and bonny lasses.
Well, you don't like it here?
You see any vineyards and bonny lasses here? The locks are broad, all right. They didn't exactly lift your spirits, but more the other way around.
You're a long way from Moravia. You must hold Lord Semine in high esteem.
My pa holds all his kin in high esteem, so he sends us all over the place. But we didn't have all far to go. We were at a wedding in Rottenburg last week, a wee bit from Yihlava. Before that, it was a bairn's christening at Koschenberg, and another wedding in Dalchin. Then a friendly visit to our kin, the Schellbergs in Kuhlberg. That's all I mind. I haven't been home for 6 months, and I didn't care.
Alright, let's go find our bed really quick. Look for the icon. I thought I saw something like back here earlier, but I couldn't tell if I was just like mistaking it. There it is. Okay. It's up in there. Okay. So we've already eaten. Now we're just going to sleep up here. It looks like sleep and save. Nice. And this is lockpick very hard. I don't want to touch that. God, this game has been fantastic. Thank you all for any support you drop on this. I would love to go all the way. All right. Time to rest. The only thing is, it's not that... It's like middle of the day, kind of. Actually, no, it's not. It actually went pretty fast. I think I can do 12 hours. All right, we should be good. Supposed to go to the courtyard, I think. Hold on, let me actually look. Okay, journal. Let's see. In the courtyard area. Okay. I didn't see... Hold on. Let me zoom in a little bit. Man, look at the artwork. Like, look at this. Combat arena. Sharpening wheel. We got 2 different nests right there. Smokehouse drying rack. Talk about very in-depth game. Like, I feel like this almost like a... Like, when Skyrim first came out, I remember, like, the vibe it had was just, like, nothing you'd ever actually seen before. Maybe, like, the Fallout games, but... It's just wild. Probably trespassing if I go in there. I don't want to even bother with that. The fact that everybody's still there is kind of funny, though. Like, that's a long time to be sitting down. Alright, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go over here. I'm assuming... Let me just, like, leave the area. And just see what happens. Because I didn't see any blue icons anywhere on the map. Let's just see what happens. People out here. What are they doing? Dice game. Man, I'm tempted, right?
What was that? Hail, good man. Want to warm up a little?
I would like to, but I kind of like to stay the course for a little bit. I could get so sidetracked with dice. I already know it'd be like a crazy instance. Okay, this is all cleared off. Camp by the road. It's like as we keep going, like I don't see any... Let me actually... What if I can track it? Show untracked. Track. Okay, I see what it is. It's weird. It's like it doesn't change anything on the icons right there. Maybe I gotta... Oh, maybe I gotta wait a little longer. There it is. It popped up. Okay. It's more of a timing issue. Got you. I'm just a little early. That's all.
You better watch out for me. Got it?
Why is everybody so hostile? This should be it, right? I mean, that's Captain Gnarly right there.
Can I ask you something, Captain?
Sure. Ask away, son.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, we didn't get these.
What about Lord Semine? What's he like?
What are you asking me, son? We don't know each other well enough for me to criticize my master.
Oh, I'm not asking you to criticize him.
And would you believe me if I told you he's kind and just? That he knows how to make some coin, but he ain't no miser. He knows how to give orders, but he'll listen to advice too.
Sounds almost too good to be true.
See? You wouldn't believe me.
My guess is they gotta, like, go to a certain spot before I can actually, like, start the actual quest dialogue.
How about von Bergov? What's he like?
Well, actually, I don't know that much about Sir Otto. He spends a lot of time in Prague and traveling all over the kingdom. He ain't in Trotsky that often. Once a year, before Christmas, he invites his yeomen there, including Lord Semine. That's decent.
That's all you know?
That's it.
All right, we're good.
I'll get going then.
So I'm assuming they gotta, like, go to a certain area before... I mean, it's saying up there. Let me just go up there and see what happens. There's the person right there. Wait, so the actual objective marker follows him. So I guess I'm just gonna follow him. Yeah, they gotta actually go all the way out there first. Got you. But like, part 1 and 2 have just been like a giant learning experience for this type of game. Let's see where he goes, and then we'll start to talk. All right, here we go.
I'm ready to set out, sir.
All right. Stay close to us and don't go wandering off.
As you say, sir.
All right, here we go. Just have to go on foot, so I'm just going to follow them like this.
Where will you start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Kharkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Koskovitz.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Koskovitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. You're going to cellar. We're out of wine again. I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, and I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble. Even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry as soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
Make light of it.
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't hurt you.
Young Henry here gave Yurko a nice hammering.
Oh, that's no surprise. The fella can hardly stand upright most of the time.
You'd have to get up early to catch them sober. But they wasn't that drunk as to give Henry an easy fight.
Look here, lad. If you're such a champion, I'm sure you'd accept the challenge of an old man like myself.
Accept the challenge, provoke, refuse the challenge. I'm going to accept.
It would be an honor, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
I like how you could have been on a horse for this quest if I had enough gold. I could have, you know, done other things to get the actual gold, but it is what it is. The auto follow is really nice, though. Let me actually check my... So we're going all... Okay, we're going up there. Check my inventory. So we got... Let me actually take... Does it really matter which one we actually have equipped? I'm just going to replace it because... This one looks better. Actually, hold on. Let's see, 52, and then you got the heart symbol. See, okay. Let me just put both of them on. Can I actually put both? Hold on, let's see. There we go. This is kind of like getting our, I guess, entrance to the wedding eventually. Which, when I got the game early, I remember them telling me, like, don't go past the wedding. Like, for early embargo type stuff. And I respected that, but I hadn't played it a little bit because I was like, I did like the part 1 and then took a little break. But this game has been fantastic so far. Cannot believe, like, how much in-depth the game is versus a lot of other games. Let me just, like, walk now. I'm assuming the little, like, pig symbol. Hold on.
Gnarly, tell the youngster here what's what.
Alright, we're stopping. I'm assuming that either means I overate or I don't know. Got the itis. I'm not really sure how in-depth it is. Alright, talk to Gnarly. Wash yourself as I'm getting rained on? Let's do it. Why not?
Alright, son. You're going to fight Lord Sameen. It'll be an honorable fight, so you better act accordingly. Hold on, Mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
No need, I'm armed. What will you give me? Yeah.
What weapon will you give me?
What would you like?
Sword. Hold on. The quill's mightier than the sword. I'm gonna take a sword.
Sword?
Don't get ahead of yourself, laddie. A sword belongs in noble hands. You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my stick, so careful with it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get your arse into the pen.
Alright, well, here we go. Never used this weapon before, so this should be fun.
So, young'un, are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
Come on, buddy. What you got for me? Smacked him right in the face. What you got for me?
Come here, son.
Is that it?
Henry,
bandage.
come here. What do you say, son?
That was tough.
You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry as ever.
God's truth, sir. You didn't disgrace yourself, but I can see the young un has spirit. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he saved my arse more than once.
I will, Captain.
And since you won, I've got something else for you as well. My shield.
Isn't that a bit too much, Gnarly?
Sir, my left shoulder's fucked anyway. I can't carry no shield.
True enough.
Thank you.
Alright, we got the shield and the weapon. It's crazy how I hit him a few times. He was bleeding. I kind of felt bad, but it is what it is. Part of the game. Alright, as clean as we're gonna get. Back to following them, I guess. Man, I wish I could actually afford that horse. I may sell, like, the blunt weapon I just got. I could get a, you know, a few coins for it, maybe.
I needed that. It's good to stretch the limbs every now and again. And you're pretty handy, youngster. You should come to the courtyard, and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come, Henry. We've got a nice arena in Sameen. It ain't no abandoned pig pen.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein. It's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trotsky.
I'm just gonna tell the truth.
I'm from Silver Skalitz, sir.
Aha! Now I understand why you're here. You're not the first one to flee here from the war.
I don't flee from a fight, sir. I have work here, and a lot of scores to settle.
You want to get revenge for what happened back home? That usually doesn't end well. You'd be better advised to find yourself a well-built girl, build a cottage, and visit the church and the tavern in turn. There's no helping the dead anyway.
That's nice advice, sir. Only women will tie you down, lad. Better to go and see a bit of the world. You're doing the right thing.
Man, I love this game. It's just so well presented. Storytelling is well optimized on PC. I'm pretty sure it runs good on console. I haven't tried it yet. They did send me like this collector's edition for PS5, so I'm definitely going to try it on there. But so far, I love this. I want to say like masterpiece, but the game is just, I don't know, it just has that vibe, right? Like game of the year type material.
Don't cause any trouble, got it?
Wait, how far do we got to go? We're here, right? Yeah, we are. One of the old horses popped up. That kind of scared me a little bit.
So, we're in Troskowitz. What now, sir? Should I go to the bailiff and ask if he might have seen someone?
Well, that makes sense. But the young fella here should do it. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village and come and bother me. And I'm really not in the mood today for any bombardment of complaints.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house and inquire about that wagon.
And Henry, not a word about me. Are we clear?
About who? Since you're not here, how could I speak of you?
That's what I like to hear. Now run along.
I like that. The interactions are really cool. Right, Jay is right here, I believe. Hold on. Discovered scribe. I like how we're just like going through the area and we just learn things. Just interacting with everything is really good. He must have got punched right in the eye. All right. I gotta admit, this game has definitely piqued my interest. What is this thing? Indulgence. Okay. I've been calling it gold. I don't know what the actual terminology is. I mean, I'm just going to keep calling it that. Here's the person, I believe.
Master Bailiff, can I ask you about something?
Ask away, by all means. Wait now. Aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah. I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that cart.
You saw them?
I did. A few days back. They raced through the village in the early evening so fast, they were dropping sacks of charcoal.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east, to Apollonia on the road to Yichin. And you're looking for them?
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semine on that cart, and I can do without that kind of trouble now, on account of the wedding, you know?
Wedding.
It seems you have a lot of concerns with that wedding, Master Bailiff.
Of course I do. I'm the father of the bride, after all. Although not everyone sees eye to eye with me. Lord Semine would be happier if I paid all the bills and left all the decisions up to him. Who's invited, what there'll be to eat and drink, entertainment, everything. It's not like I have a burning desire to deal with it, but if I'm going to pay for it...
I understand. But isn't it just that the groom's family is more concerned about these things?
That's not it. I'll tell you what it is. It's because Lord Semine is a noble and I'm just a commoner. Only I've got coin. While he's trying to keep the wolf from the door in that piddling estate of his.
Careful what you say about the estate, you're right.
You ought to calm down, Master Bailiff. That kind of talk can stir things up.
You're right, of course. It just makes me mad, though.
I understand. Do you know anything about Radovan's hired hands?
Only what I've told you. But to tell you the truth, I wouldn't mind if they never turned up again.
Why's that?
Well, they might look like butter wouldn't melt in their mouths, and Radovan praises them, but I know people. That pair have mischief in their eyes. I can tell.
That'll be all. Thanks.
All right, game saved. Imagine just eating. Just running around eating people's food.
I heard they're going to put down the old oak at the crossroads.
Oh no. Why? A lovely tree like that. It's a nice place to rest when you're passing by in the summer. The only bit of shade far and wide.
That's just it. Some noble was resting under it. Not for shade, but because it was pissing down.
All the more reason to leave it be.
Well then, young man, how did it go?
I didn't betray you.
They were spotted here, sir. Going to the east, towards Apollonia.
So to Yichin? The bastards! And what about my goods?
Oh, they were driving so fast, it was falling off the cart.
The thieving scum. Let's hurry. To Yichin.
Sir, I can send a message to the Yichin captain of the guard.
Oh, it'll take too long. We'll go and get them ourselves.
Won't you be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir?
I will. Praise Lord Jesus Christ. If I have to choose between riding to Yichin and listening to Dorothy's endless fussing, I'll take Yichin any time. Besides, there's a nice inn along the way, the Three Cats. We can spend the night there.
I remember that place, but I'm not sure, sir, if they'll let the two of us set foot inside the door.
Oh, Gnarly, that was 15 summers ago. God knows if the place is even still standing.
True. Still, we'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have gone to Yichin. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened. They might have been ambushed, maybe.
Will you give over with that? I'll bet my brains they weren't ambushed. More likely we'll find them boozing at the Three Cats.
That'd surely be the best outcome, if that old dive is still standing. Let's go, then.
All right, so far, this quest is pretty cool. It's like we went from one thing to the next. Let me just, like, pick this really quick. Go ahead and take some of this.
Hey, Henry, where the hell have you been? Let's go.
Look at that. Stop for a second. They're already complaining. Let me just let them do, like, the auto-follow thing for a little bit. But yeah, so far, I love this game. Not really sure when to end part 2, though. So I want to, like, end at a good spot, but I'm like... I've been playing for a long time. Feels like one of those games, it's like the more you play it, the just more you get out of it. Like, some games you kind of do, like, side stuff. It's like, been there, done that. But I've heard this game definitely rewards every, like, side quest, rewards your time, like, immensely versus other games. It's wild. Like, part 1 was my longest part 1 I've ever done, but this may be like my longest part 2 I've ever done now that I think about it.
So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, Gnarly. And you, Henry, have a look to the left.
All right, sir. But don't forget, my eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Well, that's what we have the youngster for, isn't it? Off you go.
All right, here we go. The cemetery. Oh, no. Nothing ever good happens around one of those. There's a horse there, though. The only time I think about stealing in this game. Hold on, let's actually... Let's investigate the area. Can I go in here? That's kind of cool. It's like I walked in here and learned 2 different things. The cemetery. I think I'm good. Wait a minute. Hold on. What is this icon? Can I zoom in more? Here's what's weird about this. The icon, yeah, it's like right over here somewhere. Maybe it's just like the point of interest. I really don't know. I think right now, like what I like the most about this game is figuring everything out. It may be kind of tough to watch, but I'm enjoying it. Let's just check the area. Actually, maybe because when I was in there, you can zoom out more, but I can't go, like, we're along the right path, so. Looking around for anything that looks like it could be anything. Let's actually go back in there. What does it actually say? It says by the cemetery. And they told us to go up, so I'm gonna like look around this section. I mean, there's this right here, but I don't know if this is it or not. It's a wagon. But it doesn't seem like it has anything on it, so obviously everything fell off while they were going. Let me check over here. Is this part of the search area? Looks like it kinda is. I'm looking everywhere. Kinda reminds me when I first started that game, Daisy. Like, I mean, this is a long time ago, right? But I had, like, no idea what I was doing.
You've no... God bless.
Did the cart drive through here? Yeah.
Did you see a cart drive through here by any chance?
All the time, friend, from Troskovich to Yitchin and back. Sometimes even a slow cart with a dead body.
I'm looking for a cart loaded with goods from the blacksmith. Probably moving fast.
Now that you mention it, I do recall something of the like. They even dropped a sack of charcoal. When you go out of the cemetery onto the road, you should see it right there on the right-hand side. Very well.
I was trespassing, but you talked to me, so that's kind of weird. I had to get info, right?
You see, it didn't even hurt.
I'm out. Don't worry, buddy. All right, I think we're good. Yeah, they're kind of walking around. I mean, I don't know.
A sack of charcoal? That could have fallen off the cart.
It's weird. It's like I was not supposed to talk to that guy, but he was, I don't know, friendly like during the conversation, but then like pissed when we got back to like the actual gameplay part, you know? All right, let's go talk to them. I mean, there's right there, but I guess you have to like get him in the right spot before you can actually do like the dialogue and everything. This should work though.
You found anything, lad?
There's a sack of charcoal lying in the ditch to the left of the road. The bailiff said they were driving like the devil, so maybe it fell from the cart.
Oh, that makes sense. To the left it is then. Gnarly! Back here!
We're getting close. I can feel it in my bones, sir. You'll have the car back in no time.
I just hope we find the horses too. Yarmilka here ain't the youngest, and I wouldn't want to drag it back home myself.
A nobleman in harness. We ain't ever had such a spectacle in these parts.
You might get to see it soon enough. The lords in this country have all gone to the dogs. Every lowborn with a bit of coin builds a house in Kuttenberg while we live in squalor. Why do you reckon that is, lad?
Let's see. Excuse yourself.
That's a tough question, sir. But nothing happens on God's green earth without his will. If that's the way God wants it, there's nothing you can do.
None of this would be happening if we had a king. And I mean a real one. Not Wenceslas or Sigismund. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
Especially when you've got Moravian relatives eating you out of house and home.
I'm like more excited about seeing every section we go to more than like a lot of games. Like I want to see like the next main open world spot. I want to go find Mutt as well. You know, the dog. Hopefully we can find him. I don't know. There's some more right here. Or charcoal on the left. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm supposed to follow them anyways. This is the right path, so we're good.
Oh, hold up. This is strange. I don't see any cart tracks. What do you reckon, Gnarly?
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar right enough. Where the hell could that cart have vanished to?
Well, that's just it. They had nowhere to turn off.
I'll look up the road a bit. And you, Henry, have a look back along the road. Maybe it fell in a ditch somewhere. Who knows?
Very well, sir.
I like how they, like, reseated. That's funny. Well, there was charcoal back here, but I didn't see... Oh, maybe it went back here. Hold on. Looks like nothing... Hold on. What's the map show? We're in the right area, so let's just look back here. Wait, here it is!
The blacksmith's cart. And someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here!
Man, this game is so good. I can't get over it. Like, I can't stop playing it for some reason.
Well, now, here we have it. The blacksmith's cart.
And someone went to a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Of course, the goods are gone. The bastards hauled it off to the rocks. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on, but on foot. My old young milker would only break a leg there. And keep a sharp lookout. Something stinks here.
I told you. They got ambushed by them bastards that's on the rampage around here, sir.
Oh, be quiet. We still can't be sure of anything.
This feels like a trap, kinda. Like we're gonna get attacked or whatever. But if that happens, I can get on like their good graces by defending them, maybe. And that'll allow me to kind of get into the wedding.
I spent a lot of time running around here as a young lad.
Oh, not me. This place always gave me the shivers.
God's truth, I ain't got only good memories of it. One time, got my legs stuck in a crevice a bit further on. Trapped there all night I was, shitting myself with fear. It wasn't till morning that the folk from the fortress found me. The whole of Sameen was out looking for me.
See, at least you came here as a kid. It still gives me the creeps here.
Why's that, sir? It's just some rocks, ain't it?
You'd sing a different tune if you'd had the ropemaker's wife as a nanny when you were little. Now, she had some tales about this place. Headless horsemen, goblins, and white ladies. Every night, we'd gather by the hearth. The old woman would sit at her spinning wheel telling stories. I'll tell you, Captain, there isn't much I'm afraid of. But when that blind old crone was croaking her tales of devils and holes to hell, with the fire crackling and the wind whistling outside the windows, and the whirring of the spinning air, I hear it.
There's somebody there, sure enough.
Let's get closer.
You're right. They rolled around and gave off sparks.
I heard people talking like as we were approaching, but I didn't want to say anything because they were still yapping. So
You two are arseholes.
I'd have nothing to do with a wench like that. It ain't right having a pet.
Sounds like people potentially about to fight. I really don't know.
She might be hexed, or maybe a witch. You see hexes everywhere. It ain't that strange. Even my uncle had a pair like that. Each eye a different colour, and he definitely weren't hexed. How would you know? True.
What do we do now? I heard more than 2 voices.
I used to clamber around here as a young lad. The girls from Slattergo used to come make a fire here and jump over it. And so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire. Sometimes they'd take it off.
That's nice, Gnarly, but I don't think it's scantily clad maidens we'll be running into here. So what's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a nice view into the gorge from up there. We only have to go back a bit, and we can get up there nicely.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This is just the kind of thing we took you along for.
Sure, sir. With a bit of luck, there might be some girls there, too.
I could do without girls with voices like that. Now get going.
All right, go scouting. I was already up here earlier, so hold on. Before we go any further, let me actually get... put the shield on, I guess.
Hey, it ain't his fault. What's wrong with his legs? What's wrong with his legs is they can't
Just in case.
get away from the tavern. You two don't know the truth from an hole in the ground. Stumble was a priest. He showed me holy pictures and taught me a lot. Aye, Stumble was a
Those
priest.
definitely aren't the
Pigs
blacksmith's
can fly.
hands.
And Ghouls' name is really something.
Little eavesdrop never hurt anybody.
He's got a miserable pair of sits on him.
So how's it look, Sonny? How many?
I saw 3. And they don't look like Radovan's hands.
And what about my goods?
I didn't see them. It looked more like a patrol. I reckon there might be more of them hereabouts.
Seems we can't avoid a fight. I hope you're ready, Henry.
Sure am, sir.
I wouldn't worry about Henry, sir. He showed us mettle and training. So, how are we gonna do it? Do you just want to charge them, sir?
What else do you suggest?
Up top would be a good place to shoot from.
Someone could go back up top and try to take one of them down with an arrow before we charge them. There's a good view of the camp from up there.
Good idea. Borrow my crossbow. My shoulder's giving me jip anyway.
All right, sir.
Climb up top, and as soon as you shoot the first time, we'll charge them. And make sure you don't hit one of us.
Right you are, Captain.
All right, attack the patrol. Gonna shoot an arrow. I guess I gotta actually equip this too. Hold on. Put that. That's fine. Never shot an arrow in these games, so this should be fun. We'll see how it goes.
Never know what crosses folk have to bear.
Jesus, Hansa, don't start again. I'm trying to tell a story for a
Well, okay, they saw me. I mean, does it really matter? Can I not just fight them? You know what? Let's actually just do this. Come on, buddy. Let's go.
Yeah, don't spare him.
I didn't get a chance to actually, like, load the bow or anything. Oh, I got one down. This shouldn't be that bad anyways. It's all good. They went crazy. All right, we all got one. Let me go ahead and steal some of this. Don't mind if I do. Make that pig icon or whatever go right back up.
Oh, this day took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here. And none of them bastards look like the blacksmith's hands. Am I right, Henry?
Hard to say. I've never actually seen them. But I don't think it was them.
Me neither. But right past that peak is another good camping spot.
You think this was a patrol?
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst. We might have just run into them bandits by chance.
Yeah, well, you were right, as always. Let's go, then. Are you ready, Henry?
I am. Let's go.
Hold on, lad. Give me back my crossbow. You weren't thinking of keeping it, were you?
Of course. You did a good job.
I didn't do anything with it.
I should bloody think so.
I thought we had everything clear, then, sir. You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
Make no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time with the Johnny, sir.
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours.
Ahem, gentlemen, I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Samin, sir. Well, of course you can have everything back. As long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
This is gonna be crazy. Get ready. What you got for me? Come on. That's gonna hurt to get hit by one of those. Come on.
Have you?
Trying to draw them off sides a little bit. They're not even budging. I'm out of, hold on, stamina. Careful. We got one. Look at those armor.
Slice him up. Nicely.
Damaged armor.
They got what they deserved, the fuckers. Henry! Hey, Henry! Are you listening? Come here!
What now?
One of them bastards fled into the rocks. Chase him down and bring him back.
Did you see which way he went?
No, I had other things on my hands. Besides, you're the one who's supposed to keep watch.
I'll go and track him then.
Great. Hurry.
Alright, so my armor got damaged or something got damaged. Hold on, let me loot. See what they got. I guess I could transfer all. I'll have to like drop some items if I really need to, but anything here I can actually sell will be very useful to get a horse finally. I'm gonna take all the stuff they got. So this person I can't loot yet. Okay, so the person actually ran this way. Hold on, what we got? Go ahead and eat really quick. That's all? Okay.
I didn't want to nick the car, honest.
Person went, like, back here, I think. Hold on, what's the actual icon say? Oh, way over here. All right. Maybe I can, like, loop around really quick. No, it seems like a dead end. Hold on. Maybe back through here? Can I actually scale this? You can. Nice.
I've got you now, Venser. You've nowhere to run to. Yield.
Well, why the fuck would I? It's just you against me. Besides, if I do yield, it's the rope for me anyway.
This is kind of tricky because I want to make like a good decision here, but I feel like this is very pivotal for the story, at least the beginning of it. Getting on people's like good graces and stuff. Never know what might happen. What about the bottom one?
Can't you think of any other way out of this?
Well, you could let me go.
Why would I?
Maybe for coin.
Oh man, I wonder how much.
Carry on.
Well, Ghouls wasn't entirely wrong. We wanted to fuck him over and take the cart to Yichi.
Only it didn't work out.
As you can see, his fellows caught us on the way. We had to pull the cart over and haul the goods up to the rocks. But before Ghouls had a chance to count the loot, we skimmed off a bit. Well, that is, my cousin Franzi did. I had enough work hauling them sacks. If you let me go, well, I'll tell you where the loot is.
All right then. Tell me where you hid it, and I'll let you go.
The thing is, I don't actually know. Well, only Franzi does. He drew himself a map with charcoal, well, so's he wouldn't forget.
So, besides some dodgy map, you actually have nothing for me?
That's not nothing. I reckon I gave you some pretty valuable information.
You do you?
So you'll let me go?
Man, I don't know. Yeah, get going.
I'll probably regret this, but get going. You better not be lying.
Well, don't worry. I might be a thief, but I ain't no liar. Here it is.
Off you go, then.
You get out of Long Beach tonight. Alright. I don't want to kill the guy. He already seemed like he was dealing with them, you know, just hold him hostage, essentially. Alright, so we got.
I'm sorry, sir, but that bastard gave me the slip and lost me in the rocks.
Christ, Henry. Oh, well, I hope he learned a lesson at least.
Well, the main thing is we got the cart back.
To hell with the cart. I just hope that scum won't go boasting around the country that he got the better of old Sameen.
I think he'll keep his mouth shut.
Well, why do you think that?
Just a feeling.
What about Ghouls?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. We'll take him with us. I need to have a strong word with him. You did a good job, youngster. You've got heart. And so you don't say I had you clambering over these rocks for nothing. Here's something for you.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me, you deserved it. And now, let's get that accursed cart back to Sameen. Want to ride? We'll go via Troskovitz. We can drop you off there, and you won't have far to Tarkov. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible about what happened with these hands.
I can use the ride, no thanks.
A ride would be great. My legs are sore.
Wait until you're my age. Well, let's get going.
So I got the map. I can always go back up there, so that's good.
I didn't do nothing wrong, I swear. It's all Vence's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the cart to Ghouls.
Shut up, Franzi. You both told me you'll bring me the cart, and then you try to fuck me over.
So, you wanted to steal the cart for yourself, and you still got caught?
I didn't want to steal anything. That was Vencer.
Bollocks. You confessed when we caught you.
All only 'cause you forced me to.
You're prize idiots in any case. If you hadn't gone around the rocks, you could have got away. But I've got a big heart, so I sent the lads to give you a hand. And I didn't trust you in the slightest. For good reason. Although...
Where are you taking us?
To Samin, where his lordship will hear you out and decide what to do with you.
I hope you realize you can't execute me just like that.
That depends. By rights, I should send a plea to the royal court to ask if we can behead you. But in these shitty times, nobody will give a toss. Parchment's expensive. So as far as I'm concerned, I'd happily take the risk and cut your head off without permission.
I can see how much you respect the rule of law here.
You're quite the joker. Invoking the law, are you?
And what will happen to me?
You'll live, you're dead. I'll say you'll live.
If you really are innocent, nothing will happen to you.
I am. It was Venser who woke me into it. I swear on my soul.
Is that supposed to soften my heart? Every good-for-nothing I dragged to the gallows swore on his ma. Nobody with any decency would risk his mother's immortal soul, even if he was pure as the driven snow. But this arsehole don't think twice about damning her. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
The captain's right. Only the lowest of the low swears on his mother.
Ain't it grand you're here to make that clear for us? And now shut it, the two of you. I don't want you poisoning the air with the shit you spout.
Like how we fast traveled all the way over here by being on this, and then it like had some dialogue, so it shows us getting into the town area, which is really cool. Probably gonna take a break after we actually arrive here, which is, I mean, pretty much happening now. But if you want more of this game, let me know. Likes, views, all that stuff mean a lot to me, like the longer videos as well. Kind of keep that format up if you want more. I never know until I actually post the video, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, can we just get out whenever? Alright. Well, they're on their way. That was awesome. Where are we at right now? So here's the cool thing. We're all the way back here. And I don't know, I could fast travel over there to actually talk to the blacksmith. But what I'm going to do right now is take a little break. I love you all. Best audience ever. If you want more of this game, let me know. But for now, go ahead and save it and quit. I'm also going to like learn how to like repair my armor, get better armor, whatever, before like the next video if you want more of this game. So, all right. Love you all. Best audience ever. Take it easy, fam. Peace.